Hidden by the night sky, the black monolith of Mandarake is a paradise of Akihabara consumer culture. It's worth visiting even if you're not looking for old video games, since it sells all kinds of rare toys, comic books, and cosplay. But I go for the games, all the way up on the 6th floor. Mandarake houses some of the rarest games and consoles in the greater Tokyo area, but the prices can be incredibly high. Then again, you might not be able to find treasures like these anywhere else. Take for example this copy of SD Gundam Dimension War, a very rare game for the Virtual Boy. It'll cost you $900 plus tax. They even have Mr. Gimmick, priced at $850. Cartridges can be cheap, relatively speaking. On this trip, I found Metal Storm for $100. Not bad, especially compared to shops nearby. Mandarake and a few other stores will grade games based on the condition of the game itself, the box, and the manual. Of course, the higher the grade, the higher the price. It's hard to tell the difference between an A grade and a C grade. This copy of Famicom Wars is about a B average, but to me it looked in great shape. It's $47. This copy of the same game, graded by the same guy, got a C average and is only $25, but frankly, it looked almost exactly the same. So if you're willing for a box to have one scratch on it that you'll never see, you can actually get some pretty good deals. Truxton is a fantastic shooter for the Genesis, and this A-graded copy is $57, a bit pricey. A C-grade copy is about $25, and it looks a lot better than what you'd probably find in America. The oddly named Summer Carnival 94 Rekka might be my favorite shooter. Too bad it's also one of the rarest and highly prized Famicom games out there. This complete copy is $1,400. Mandarake tends to focus more on software than hardware, but it does have a few consoles available. You can pick up the uncommon Super Famicom Jr. for $120, a decently priced Mega Drive Model 1 for $47, or even get the limited edition Seaman Dreamcast for about $300. Much more rare is this Code Veronica translucent red Dreamcast, complete in box for $5,700. To go along with it, spend an extra $150 and get the special edition of Space Channel 5 Part 2. Although it's a C grade, Double Dragon 2 for the Mega Drive is $140. After the announcement of Shenmue 3, the price of the previous two games have gone up considerably. What was once a $20 or $30 game is now $62. Japanese Saturn games are a lot cheaper and easier to find than their American versions. A great role-playing strategy game, Dragon Force is $12 complete in box, compared to almost $200 for a CIB American copy. Likewise, Burning Rangers can go for $400 or more on eBay, or you could buy this Japanese copy for $30. Unfortunately, you won't save any money on Radiant Silvergun. At least they have 4 copies, ranging from $150 to $170. Japanese game collectors do have it rough sometimes. What should be an $8 American GameCube game is around $90 for the Japanese version. Terminator 2 for the Famicom is $120, and a complete Ghostbusters 2 is $170. At the cheap end is a boxed Goonies for $65. Here's Fire Emblem Path of Radiance for $80, slightly cheaper than the US version. And yes, they do have Battletoads for $110. Popular series are now becoming more expensive than ever, especially when they're complete in box. Mega Man games can run from anywhere to $15 for this cartridge of Mega Man 4 to $47 for the same game in the box, and $240 for Mega Man 2 CIB. Mandarake can be intimidating because the lower value games are lined up in protective boxes, so if you don't know Japanese or how games are organized, you'll have a hard time finding anything specific. Their stock of Super Famicom cartridges are laid out much better since you can see the artwork. There's a shelf of recommended games, but you might not have enough time to pick out each game and see the covers. Overall, Mandarake is worth visiting for its extremely rare games, though they will be at high prices. But if you can stomach a microscopic rip on a cartridge label, you can get a good deal. And don't forget, it will always be cheaper somewhere else. Thanks for watching and mahalo.